Hey guys, Oxbar333 back with another Star Wars video, and in this one I'll be doing my top 10 favorite Star Wars characters. This idea was given to me by WWE12 in one of his videos. Shout out to him. And I have a list here. And there's a picture of a Magna Guard on the other side. Don't know why you want to see that, but that's what's on the other side. So at number 10, we have Embo. Now, a lot of you might not know who Embo is. He's a Cuso bounty hunter with a very big hat that can also be used as a shield or a discus to throw and kill people. He has a lot of armor and a pet wolf. I don't know what the wolf's name is, but he's very faithful. He always retrieves Embo's helmet. And he's just an all-around cool character. He has a bowcaster for his secondary weapon because he takes a lot of Wookiees and kills them. Yeah, he's just all-around cool. He looks good. He has good skills. That's what you need in a Star Wars character. Second, we have Qui-Gon Jinn. The reason he's so high on my list is, so low on my list is because I don't think we got to see the full extent of his powers. He'd be higher on the list if we knew more of what he could do, because that's a big part in this role. You need to know, their full extent of their skills. And I like him. He's on my top 10 list, but I just like him because he was the one who chose to train Anakin, who would bring balance to the Force. And he just did really well on that duel with Darth Maul. So, at number 8, we have Commander Cody. Now, a lot of you might have a lot of hate for this, but because he tried to kill Obi-Wan on Utapau, but I like him because he's been with Captain Rex so many times. He just knows Obi-Wan. He's one of his best friends, along with Anakin, and he just looks cool. He has the nice white and orange armor, and patterns on him and stuff. He has that little antenna coming from his shoulder. Personally, I think he looks better in his Phase 2 armor, but that's just my opinion. And coming in at number 7, we have General Grievous. Now, WWE 12, I know you might be a lot disappointed in me because General Grievous is your favorite Star Wars character, but he's just so high on the list because I have so many other great people. The reason he's on the top 10 list and at a higher point than all the others is because, you have to cut him some slack. He's called Grievous because on Kali, the planet where he was from, in a war, his wife died, so he took on the title General Grievous and promised to never marry again. And he got really vengeful after that, and he got an even better warrior. Once when he was leaving Kali, his shuttle crashed, and he saw, that was Dooku who did that, just to make him like that, and so he needed to be rebuilt and do a cyborg on Geonosis. He was on the Battle of Geonosis, but undergoing surgery. He likes to collect lightsabers from Jedi. I believe one of them was what was his name? It was an aquatic species, but it was Kit Fisto's old apprentice. Sorry, I forgot what his name was. Please post it in the comments. But at number 6, we have Jango Fett. Pew, pew, pew! I like him because he's the son of Jasper Fett. Jasper would have been on the list if people knew much more about him, but since I don't know much about Jasper Fett, it's pretty hard to put him on the list. So Jango, he's just higher on the list because he looks cool, with his Mandalorian armor. He has so many gadgets, and, his flamethrower, his rope launcher, his huge rocket launcher on his missile, on his jetpack, and his twin Westar 37 blasters. Coming in at number 5, we have Luke Skywalker. He's pretty high on the list, but I have more characters I like, personally. But I would have put Luke Skywalker more on the list if I'd been smarter, but yeah, Luke Skywalker's this high because he's the most powerful Jedi ever, as stated in many of the canon and expanded universe books. So, after he defeated the Empire, Palpatine possessed him after death and almost turned him to the dark side, but Leia helped him get out of that. And I don't know much about after Return of the Jedi. I just know that he had many troubles with the Sith. He fought with Darth Krayt, a Sith Lord. He fought against the Yuzhong Vong, which I don't know much about them, but it's just a fact. Number 4, we have Captain Rex. He is just amazing. He did so much stuff in the Clone Wars. It's just, well, 4 actually has 2 positions, Captain Rex and 5's, because I just couldn't decide. They're both like the same 501 clone troopers. But I just think they're both the same because 5's, he was a great ARC trooper. Like, he did so much stuff on the Battle of Umbra. In the second Battle of Geonosis, he definitely deserves this. He became an ARC trooper after he defeated the Separatists on Rishi Station, that was on Season 1 of the Clone Wars. Most people would remember that. And Captain Rex, he was so smart, like he disabled Order 66 before it happened because 5's told him to. But sadly 5's died right before he was about to tell Anakin that the Sith were plotting to take over. At number 3, we have Kit Fisto, who has a green lightsaber like I do. I like him because of his skill. He almost killed General Grievous, which was a very cool fight. I think you should see that. He killed Grievous's pet. I don't know what species his pet was. Sorry about that. His apprentice, as I mentioned earlier, was killed by General Grievous, and he took one of his lightsabers in the Clone Wars. Out of all the people, when he went to Grievous's base, out of all the people, he was the only one to survive apart from his droid, his astromech. 3 clones died, his apprentice died, but he survived. But sadly, later he was killed by Palpatine. That was before he elected himself Emperor. Yeah, rest in peace, Kit Fisto. Coming at number 2, we have Mace Windu. And I like him. He's so high on the list because, Mace Windu is just awesome. He had so much skill in the Clone Wars. He fought so many people. It's just unbelievable. And, his lightsaber is really cool. The hilt is really golden. He got his purple kyber crystal on a remote planet as a Padawan for helping the locals. I forgot what planet it was and what the locals were. But purple is an extremely rare kyber crystal color. So he was very thankful. He managed to never lose his lightsaber at all. And I respect him for that, especially looking at Anakin in Attack of the Clones, how many times he lost his lightsaber. Number 1, we have Count Dooku. Hold on a second. I'm sorry about that. I just had to, turn off some background noise. But, as I said, number 1 is Count Dooku. A lot of you are going to be like, hey, Jedi are better. But, I just like Dooku. In the Clone Wars, he fought 3 Night Sisters, including Ventress. Well, he was blind. Like, he couldn't see them because they were invisible also. He relied on, like, other senses alone, and he almost killed them. Or I think he thought he killed them when he tossed them out the window, but the duel was very long, and it was just amazing. Like, he lifted 3 witches, like, actually 2 witches and Ventress, into the air with force lightning shocking them, I guess. It was just amazing. And also, I think he would have beaten Anakin if Sidious hadn't intervened in the fight. So, that would have been cool. Also, he fought Yoda and he almost won. It said in this thing that I read, his only rivaled force, lightsaber duelist, was Yoda. He perfected the Form 2 Makashi so well, he was almost unbeatable, except when his duel was interfered by a Sith Master. But that was pretty rare. Anyway, that is my top 10 favorite Star Wars characters. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.